EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and our home team.
I will find a black market way to obtain Courtney Roby without a first.
Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. Trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
Call it a gain of 13. That's enough for a first down. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
The quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory, but you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brown. And he'll find some space. Taking it for 6. Out to the 26-yard line.
Down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
18, Rattler, 18, ready, 79, Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will finally run him down.
A gain of 39 yards.
A big play there.
That's good.
39 yards.
This defense just
First
gets
and
punched in
10
the
at
mouth
the
on that one, Mike, and it
34-yard
just
line.
seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Buffalo 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one across the distance. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Visitors 7. Our home team, nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone,
At their own
the ball only
20-yard
comes
line.
out to the 20-yard line.
Warriors 70, Zeppelin, go.
Off the play pick, he'll look to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall.
Intended for number 80.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick 6? And a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, he found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
Back to the air once more on second down. He gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll throw here on third and short. Got his man. That's great. And he's going to pick up the first. Sure, he got beyond it.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on third and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over.
That's out wide to Williams. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg will find him in the end zone. A touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Game at 7.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchdown. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Mason motioning over. Little quick pass to the receiver, heading right. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. So they come up with a long touchdown on the little short pass. Greg, the quarterbacks love those pop passes, especially when they end up in the end zone.
Mike, you're well aware of the phrase in golf that there's no pictures on a scorecard. Well, in this case, there's no pictures on a box score because it doesn't matter if you throw it 1 yard or 50. You get credit for it all. In this case, he'll take credit for the touchdown.
Extra point, up and good. And the visitors will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So you take the field as a defense and you understand that the opposing team just gave up points. They want to grab back some of the momentum, some of the energy on the sideline. In the back of your head, you're saying, all right, they're going to take a shot probably within.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be pushed down once a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you
I will find a black market way to obtain Courtney Roby without a first.
to your side of the ball.
Second and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. Incompletion.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Ready, rig alert, Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. Moving to his right. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Back to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
I will find a black market way to obtain Courtney Roby without a first.
Interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Hey, we gotta switch it
Third
up. We gotta switch
and
it up.
long.
We gotta switch it up. 65. Come on. Come on. Set. And up.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Here we go. Nice.
Now it's Williams. They find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 8
There
yards.
hasn't been a whole lot for
Brings
this
up
crowd to be
2nd and
excited
11
about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
It's a gain of
Now
14
they are in
yards.
business. Inside the 15-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And a strong first down run. Pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
At the 4-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
I will find a black market way to obtain Courtney Roby without a first.
Stop it for no gain at the 4.
It's a loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready? Let's go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number
And the
83.
defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Into space. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a big 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
The offense will line up for a
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of pivots.
17.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got through past the 30.
They'll take over.
Very
First
good
down
field
and
position
10.
to start as the return is past the 40.
Set.
Mason motioning over. They'll start by going forward to the pop back. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll let one go down the middle. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
A pickup of 15 in the air. And that will be a first down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Rolling right. He's got it about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. That is caught, and he'll take it on in.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point.
The offense
Go for 2.
up for a 2-point conversion.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grasp. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now an opening past the 30.
I will find a black market way to obtain Courtney Roby without a first.
44-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover. And plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Take off.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the
and
NFL,
9
Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
That's good.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A gain there of 11. That's enough for a first down. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The offense will line up for it.
And he will get in. The 2-point conversion works. And the lead is up to 3.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's to midfield. To the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. Nice for the touchdown. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. You talk about...
I will have him.
The offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown. The special teams unit.
Mark my words.
Right back for the other side.
I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
tight. 19 tight. Go!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Moving, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Throwing now on third and long. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
43-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender's right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Let's go. Purple 80. Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick hitting slant there. He's into space past the 25. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the
His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mason motioning over. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And you wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5.
Let's go now. Nice.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Stopped short of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
From the 1, second and goal.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Williams is in for a touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The PAT up and good. And the visitors will extend this third quarter lead.
Our home team, 26.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
On the set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
60, Warrior 70. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and a long way to go. Out to his right. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It is picked up by the defense. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back.